It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Thursday night.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you have quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage and get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, fresh off a third Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
This guy, Mahomes. How many defensive coordinators have uttered that? This guy, Mahomes. All he's done is raise the bar of quarterback greatness in this league. He led the Chiefs to their 4th Super Bowl in 5 years. And, Kate, this is what's remarkable to me. Just the 6th quarterback ever to win 3 of them, and he's still only in his 8th year in this league.
Mahomes starting off with a throw. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Steelers get the football back with great field position there at the 36. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
First down, ball at the 36. Ross off the play fake. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again is Russ. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now trying to run it with Harris. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Wilson now from the gun. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Got Washington, it's complete. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Now here's Ross. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Ross is cooking again. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now for the 2nd time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And we only saw this group for 1 snap to start the game, Brock, so hopefully we get a longer look at them this time.
You know, Kate, in a lot of ways, it may even be easier to shake that first one off. They're barely on the field, so it's really a second chance to write the opening series you wanted.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This one finds Kelce. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down throw, Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Throwing again, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
A 3rd down run with Harris. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Now, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Running left is Harris. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap for Wilson. That throw finds Pickens. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escapes out to the left. He's on the move. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Russ now from the gun. Stays in the pocket. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
On fourth down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Bronk. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. Now here he goes.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Steelers will take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Russ is going to cook here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
It's taken in by Williams. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Harris. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making the stop. He'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Third down, it's Mahomes. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And this one sails out. No return on the punt. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. 2nd and 10 now. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. At the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Mike Williams, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump.
Uh-huh.
And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Our score, 14-0. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Mahomes. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Hauled in by Worthy. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. To the outside and complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm.
Mike Tomlin never afraid to tell the officials how he feels, and he's got the challenge flag out. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Looking for a target. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Steelers and Mike Williams getting set for another go on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Russ looking to throw. Throw complete to Williams. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Wilson on 3rd down. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Play action. It's Wilson. Warren's got it. Complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Third and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Dicker connects there. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Chiefs' offense out to take over. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Play action, Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Pistol now for Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. He's touched down behind the line as this one goes the wrong way.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Again, Mahomes to throw. On target to Worthy. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Off play action, it's Mahomes. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Has his man, it's Pacheco. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. It's a 31-yard play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Finds his man, Gray. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Chiefs trailing on the scoreboard. They're now set for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes completes this one to Rice. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Back to the air, Mahomes has it down close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Another throw for Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. They are throwing it again. Rolling left, behind some time. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Chiefs chop some of the lead off before the half. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Cordarrelle Patterson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He fires one deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Wilson to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Russ is cooking again. Throw secured by George Pickens. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes. First play, he's going for it to the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. So we arrive at halftime here in Pittsburgh. The Steelers leading after 2. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit, but first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Steelers got a solid performance in that first half from their veteran QB, Russell Wilson. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Reed now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. The Steelers down Russell Wilson, headed back to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this, couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. Austin's there to haul it in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play action, it's Wilson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Russ now from the gun. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Sticking in the air with Wilson. Warren's got it. Complete. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Steelers first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing again. Here's Wilson. The throw is caught. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Once more, it's Wilson. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, here's Wilson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it. You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football, the Legion of Boom, obviously out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone, trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
Dicker connects there, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Send this away. McCole Hardman now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. 1st down throw, Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. All right, here we go, 2nd down. From the 31. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. This is ahead for about 5. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Hauled in by Worthy. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And that's good for a gain of 5. Hold Holcomb there on the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You trade a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, Piron. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got him, that's Pacheco. Finds the end zone, touchdown Kansas City. The Chiefs start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs get it back to within 6.
Chiefs 14.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Patterson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Wanted to get that one to Mike Williams. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup, and he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They give to Harris from the gun. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. Harris once more. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Finds his man. It's Van Jefferson. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Warren here from the gun. He finds space into the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Working inside the red zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Wilson now from the gun. This throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Faking the handoff. Now Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on 1st down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the 1st row.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. Russ now from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Couldn't find Mike Williams on that throw. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football. It is a part of the game, even for the very best. Nothing more to do about it now than shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be coming right back your way.
3rd and goal. Wilson bails out of, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. A very short kick here from the right hash. Dicker connects there, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Hardman with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to throw Mahomes. Has him on a quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They motion the tight end over. Here's 2nd and 5. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're gonna bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And they make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw Mahomes. Hits him on the in route. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
Play action, Mahomes. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's Pacheco again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to just 2.
Chiefs 21.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Russ is gonna cook here. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Running behind center with Harris. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. It'll be Cameron Johnston doing the honors. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. And this is another incompletion.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. A time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Looking to throw. It's caught. Warren. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, In a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. This is Pacheco. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Here he is to throw. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Setting up to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking DeAndre Hopkins' way there. So that brings up 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Another throw for Mahomes. Finds his man Gray. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Piron. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So now here's 3rd and 5. They'll run now with Pacheco. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 5 yards there on 3rd down, so that's going to make this 4th and short much more interesting.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
Reed now to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Caught by his back. All right, so he stops the clock, but seconds still ran off on a gain of, only 3 or 4. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 27. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
To throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And they got the field goal when it mattered most. And that kicked the difference in the game and what lets them leave here with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Pittsburgh.